Since I was a little kid, I've always been interested in working with wildlife. I started working with birds when I was 14 years old, which was as soon as I legally could. It's just great, you know, you get to spend time outdoors, you get to really sort of engage with nature in a way that you wouldn't get to do in any other job. It's great, it is a real passion rather than a job. So mostly I work with falcons, longwings, so they are actually the birds that we mostly use on these sort of agricultural sites. On this site we're providing starling abatement services using falcons. These grapes were being attacked by starlings, they were causing a lot of financial damage, and so what we're doing is providing a visual deterrent for starlings that are trying to feed. So as soon as they're trying to come to the grapes and feed on the crop, we're just clearing them off using the flying of falcons. Starlings, they have quite a high metabolism. They need to eat a lot of whatever food that they get. They really do need to eat a lot. And where they move in flocks, rather than just each bird picking off a few grapes here and there, you have these huge numbers of birds, and they will attract other birds they'll attract other starlings from the area, so you soon get a snowball effect of more and more birds coming in and attacking the grapes, and each one is going to be eating huge amounts of grapes, so they really do. They can cause a huge amount of damage if they're left undisturbed, yeah. The reason that we use falcons for the vineyards rather than any other kind of bird is because the starlings, naturally their defence against longwings, as in falcons, is to basically they lift and move into what we call a murmuration, which is a big flock, and they go up basically like a school of fish evading a shark. And so when they see that shape, that scythe shape of a falcon in the air, they just want to be gone as quickly as possible because it really is their natural predator. Whether they're small or large, as soon as they see that shape of a falcon, they don't want anything to do with it. Every morning we're here before sunrise, watching the skies, making sure that we can see if there are any birds coming in, and we stay literally until the sun drops below the horizon, just so at any time that those birds could be coming in, we're going to be here watching. Even every day can be different. We can have different weather conditions, different things like that can really affect how many birds you will be seeing on any given day. So we basically just observe and we react to what we see on each vineyard. We liaise with the owners, with the workers, and the starlings are actually attracted to the grapes with the highest sugar content at that time. So we can talk to the vineyard workers and the owners, find out where they're going to be picking next, and we can use that to predict where the birds will want to come in. The most important thing we do, as I said earlier, is just observe. So we're always keeping an eye out, looking around, making sure that there are no birds sort of in the area that we can see that are paying attention to the grapes. And if we do see signs of bird activity, we just react as quickly as possible to make sure that those birds don't cause any damage. The thing that actually makes it the most effective is that we're paying attention, we're keeping an eye, we're in the right place at the right time to make sure those birds don't cause any damage. We're not actually causing any harm to the starlings, so they just learn to avoid this area. We're not causing really any noise disturbances, so you'll see a lot of farms, they use bangers, they use maybe kites and things like that. Basically, the birds are only going to be flying when we need them to be flying, so they'll be flying when we see the starlings. The falcons will be going up, they'll be flying. As soon as the birds are gone, we call them back in. They don't make any noise, there's no chemicals, no poisons, nothing like that. Obviously the starlings are protected anyway, but we don't even, we don't want to catch them, we don't need to catch them. So as soon as they see the shape of a falcon in the air, they just want to go. So literally all we are doing is providing the presence of a bird. So environmentally, I'd say the impact is almost nothing. People are very happy with the service we provided. They've seen a big difference from areas where, areas that were being heavily attacked by starlings in the past are now being left untouched. So yeah, it's good stuff.